Welcome back to MTR. We're up to Ghost River. If this is your first video of mine, I've done a ridiculous amount of Nightwish stuff, so please take a look at the playlist. There was an Analyses galore, and I'm doing the Wacken 2013 set list. As always, we're going to Nightwish Arena's channel to check it out. Let's see what's happening.
Oh, guys, you're too wild. You need to cool down. Here's a cold shower from the Ghost River!
Yeah, they know it. Oh. It's actually a really nice riff, and there's some beautiful harmonic changes in it too. Oh yeah. Beautiful rhythmic unison with those crash cymbals. Listen to that. Oh, she's really showing her rock side here. What a difficult song vocally. Oh yeah. I love the contrast between their voices. Compositional genius. Compositional genius are right there. And you can see that here. I just spoke about the contrast vocally. Now, firstly, there is actually a similarity vocally first with Floor using those really harsh vocal tones, which we're in a number 4 so far. And this is the first time that this audience, most of whom do not know Floor Jansen yet, some of them from her previous experiences with other bands, most of them who do not really know her in the context of Nightwish have just experienced 3 pieces of music, and now she's using this more unique vocal tone, which really, really shows her ability here. What a difficult melody to sing, because it's all over the shop. It's not sticking within one kind of predictable key, I guess, or predictable scale. And then you have what I said, the contrast between the two voices of Marko and Floor. But like I said, they're not also contrasting when it comes to the use of that harsh vocal tone. Marko picking up that chorus, and then the second I mentioned contrast, you have those quick rhythms in the chorus of Marko with his lower vocals, coupled with this beautiful, highly contrasting longer note values with Floor. And it, just from a compositional perspective, he could have repeated that melody and maybe even had Floor doubling. But what better way than to highlight the contrast of these two vocalists, and not just that, the composition itself having this second melody line. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. We're in F minor. Of course, not using chord 5 to 1 here. Oh, it's nice. That's what I'm talking about. Boom, boom, boom. With the rhythmic unison. Different. And the accompaniment here is kind of like a bit of a breakdown as well, where it's completely slowed. Half cut. Was that Floor doing the growls? And here we're in E minor, so it's actually gone down a semitone. Back up. So interesting. I just want to see the effect that actually has, because I didn't speak about it there a moment ago, that when Marko is actually starting the chorus, he's starting in this key of E minor, which is not the key that we established in, I think. And then the second that Floor comes in, we've gone up a semitone to F minor. And what effect does that have? And it's not, I'm not used to Thomas going up a semitone. So we're in E minor here. And it really lifts it. Ready? Up. It's just that little change. Because it's cool to listen to. And not just for the vocal part, for that harmony. Still in F minor. And listen to the synth as well. Just building. And then we got a guitar solo here. This is cool. We'll go back to the solo and see what key that was in here. I just want to see what key the solo was in, and we're going to continue on to the end. And I know I stopped quite a bit for several reasons to explain, to discuss. It doesn't stop the enjoyment from my perspective, and at the same time copyright issues as well. Because it was good to see a guitar solo. I think we're in A minor. So he's really going all around, isn't he? He hasn't really done any of this minor third up and down stuff that he usually does. Oh, wow. Okay, that was a weird change. I actually really love that change. Let's quickly talk about that harmonically. Before going into that guitar solo, we were in the key of F minor, and they held that chord. Then they actually went to a G7 chord. That chord is not actually a part of the key. So that chord is not a part of this F minor tonality that they had. So showing this G7 makes me seem like, Thomas, you're about to resolve from a 5/7 to 1 into a new key. So my expectation for him, like I spoke about in another video with the Ghost Love score harmonic analysis, F minor, G7, that should feel like it goes to C minor and it feels finalized. But what Thomas has a habit of doing is, like, and I genuinely think this happens so much in his pieces of music, not just Ghost Love score, is not going from 5/7 to 1 so it doesn't feel final. But what he's actually done was taken it as 5/7 and he's gone up to A minor instead, which is a very, very common thing in terms of the moving from a that chord to that chord there, which he's done many, many times. Well, that kind of chord. But I've never seen him yet do it in a modulation like he just did, which is so creative because it makes you feel like it needs to resolve, but it's really just going up and it doesn't feel final, but it's moved. So what I'm hoping to see at the end of it, that there is some kind of 5-7-1, which is really going to be helpful. Let's hear it first. I know there's a lot of music theory, so well done if you've managed to pick up and understand that. And if not, I'm sorry. There's that G7 chord, A minor. Unpredictable, but cool, because it moves it into a different direction. Yes, gorgeous. The contrast that creates keeps you at the edge of your seat. So vulnerable. Yeah. Back to F minor. Yeah. And it's the first time we've heard this here without that melody from Marko. Here we go. Yeah, beautiful. I love that harmony as well between them. That intro. I love that. I'm gonna work it out soon. Yes. I love that progression. I love that progression. I'm going to work it out. So it didn't go from 5-7-1, but that's fine. And we have it here at the beginning of the intro. Let me find it. So it's I think it's going. It's usually that's 1, 4. Yeah. So it's a very and it's a very typical. They do it in classical music a lot too. So chord 1, and then going, I guess, down. Chord 1, chord 4, chord 5 of the major, then resolving to the major. So what he's actually done is he's used that chord progression and arpeggio and then done his little step down, which is the same for when Floor will do her Ghost Love score improvisation later on in the set. In the same key, mind you. Let's see if you can hear that. Bom, bom, bom. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, bum, bum. There's so much going on in this song. I thought it was way more complex as well. That beautiful section in the middle, which again showed Floor Jansen's vulnerabilities here to an audience as her as the front person of Nightwish for the very first time. This is really cool. We've had 4 different pieces so far, and next should be ever dream, I believe, which I've actually already done. So leave a comment below to let me know if I should just do a further analysis on that. The answer will be yes. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Until next time.